Hello guys, I will show you what I believe to be pretty much a guaranteed way to get into AI research career to become AI researcher. Today I published this blog post, Hyperbolic Gated Delta Networks, Theoretical Proposal. Yesterday I published this magnitude attention idea. It's also based on some theory and maths. Now I've been publishing these blog posts every day for a couple of days right now. And especially this blog post, Riemann Manifold Attention, that I published on Chinese social media. It has 3,600 likes, 400 something saves, and I know it's been seen by thousands of people, and people who watch these posts on Chinese social media are usually PhD students from top universities and a lot of other professors and other people. So I know this has been seen 100%. And publishing these blog posts on AI research is like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I know 100% as I keep publishing them, eventually I started getting messaged by these PhD students from top universities. I'm not gonna show you messages because they are private, but you'll see later. We're gonna collaborate. I'm gonna publish more blog posts with them. I'll probably join some labs. And publishing them is very beginner friendly. So here in my school community where we learn to become AI researchers, you can check the link below. Everything it takes to write such a blog post, everything is explained here, but you can just use a Gemini to help you. Now, of course, if you are using Gemini, you will have less skill in the beginning. It will not be as good, so you're not going to get hired in the beginning. But every day you are publishing these blog posts, you're using AI to help you, you're going to learn more and more. And eventually, you will get a lot better idea as you publish more and more blog posts, and you will be very known in your field as well. People will know about you from your blog posts, from social media. And I believe just if I keep publishing this every day, this is 100% guaranteed way to get into this field if I don't even consider myself already in this field, because I'm doing science, I'm publishing, I'm talking to people who are in this field, researchers. And now I can just decide if I will go and join some lab, or I'm gonna stay independent researcher, collaborate with others, start my own lab, whatever. And this is so beginner friendly. You don't need to even know anything, and you can learn this way very easily, very beginner friendly. There is no very steep wall that you need to overcome. It's very step by step, very easy. So here in my community, how to start with AI research, this is a blog post I wrote today. So you can just use LLMs, Gemini is best actually right now to teach you. So I'm gonna show you some prompts later, but you just ask them. Here I'm gonna copy some blog posts from Su and Lin, like whatever article or paper you copy, and then I have these agent skills and stuff. So here I have, let me see, research idea generator skill. So if you read how skills work, you can just search on Google like AI skills, and the agent will have this name and description, how to when to use this skill, and once it decides it needs to generate ideas, it's gonna then read what I wrote here. Now I recommend you manually develop skills yourself. So just read the documentation. You can look at my skills. I'm gonna show you where, but it's best if you understand every skill and you develop them by yourself. So I have first idea generator is gonna maybe take this article, come up with some ideas for maybe some math theory, like putting queries and keys in attention as the same vectors, combining queries and keys at the same thing. Then we have brutal, honest critique. So this skill is gonna take the ideas and provide very brutal critique. Then I let it say, defend yourself. So this is the defense against the critique. And then at the end, we have chief scientist decision. So this skill is to take critique, defense, idea, everything, and then to decide if it's gonna drop the idea, if it's not good, if it's gonna revise, improve idea, or what. But again, this is just at the beginning. So all of these skills are put in a workflow, so you can easily read in documentation. Just search on Google workflow skills on AI agents, and this is the workflow for in this case, but you should construct it yourself, by the way. So you can look at mine, but make it yourself so you understand everything. So then you're gonna get some idea, for example, this magnitude attention, and then you're just gonna read carefully the idea generated by Gemini, and a lot of the things will not maybe be well explained, maybe will not make sense, so you will tell Gemini to explain this better, how does this make sense, you will correct it. So you will carefully spend a few hours constructing this theory. So this is a theoretical proposal in this case. And this is good enough to publish, so I want you to publish like frequently. I publish on 7 social media, I'm gonna show you later which ones, but I don't want you to work on an idea for 3 months. If you do PhD, you have mentors, you have other people to help you, yes, but you are alone, you just have social media, then publish regularly on social media, every day, every couple of days. You need that feedback. And also, it feels like you finished something, you did something. Even if you just developed theory, just publish it, because first of all, doing full-on research is difficult. So you should publish every day, publish like your steps, and that's how you build audience. This is another idea I had, so I published this in my school as well. And this is just about recursive latent reasoning. Let me download. So this is, I'm gonna show you here. So we just got some mathematical theory. I would never come up with this on my own because Gemini knows a lot more. Maybe I'll know a lot like in a couple of years of practicing, but you see how good idea we came up together with this mathematical theory applied to recursive latent reasoning. Now it would be good if you could test all of these ideas in code as well. That's gonna be difficult, you need a lot of compute. Maybe even if you don't have compute, you should still test with code. Maybe you should provide some code, but that's still a bit rough. You need to first learn how to code this, or you need to have, so I have this repository, it's Open Superintelligence Lab /$5 LLM. This is for LLM, so you can use this to train your models. I also have this repository, LLM Training Kit. If you go to my profile, so here Vuk Rosic, GitHub /Vuk Rosic, LLM Training Kit. Oh my god. My plan is just to improve every time, and I'm gonna maybe add like some simple, so this works on one GPU. I'm gonna add maybe JEPA and other types of AI research on one GPU so they can be trained on. You see, I'm just making these GitHub repositories, keeping my papers there, doing some research. So I think this is a guaranteed way to get into this field. So just keep posting every day about these theories. I'm gonna start experimenting as well. It's a bit more difficult, but over time we will improve. And right now I'm in, here I have gradient flow attention. I made this a X article. So this is also an idea. Gemini can help you generate these graphs. Make sure you understand what's happening. You carefully go through it. You tell Gemini to explain better, to give some examples. I have a bunch of prompts. If you go to my GitHub, you can also see here AI blog writing. So this also has a bunch of prompts, agents here in agents. But I think these are same as LLM research kit. You can look at these, but then I suggest you make your own. And by the way, guys, if you want to just go to AI research to make money, it's better to go to software engineering, products, business. This is AI research is not for making money. It's not good. So it's if you are curious about mathematics, if you want to contribute to science. And this is why, like, I don't even care so much if I get a job as quickly as possible in AI research. Like what I do right now, post every day, do these theories. This is kind of what I like doing already. I'm gonna consider when I get a job, I'm gonna look to, or join some lab, I'm gonna look to be able to post every day, continue posting for open science. I don't really care about like locking myself in. It's like giving away my freedom to just make some money. I don't like it. So job is not the end goal. I feel pretty happy with the state right now. Although I do want to visit, join some good lab here, maybe in Beijing, maybe at Tsinghua or Peking or some of the good universities or Beijing AI Academy. We'll see, but I need to figure out how I'm gonna join them so they let me post every day whatever I do. So every day I'm learning new maths, I'm learning new code, I'm learning everything. So I'm gonna just make my GitHub homepage as my portfolio page. So I'm gonna post my blogs here. I have more blogs than this, but I'm gonna put them here. So I don't really focus on writing papers. Those are too long. I focus on writing blog posts. And this is like what I wanna find. I also translated to Chinese because I'll probably do it in China for now, later in the US, but US is kinda unreachable for me right now due to like being expensive and visas and all of this stuff. This is my social media, all of this social media I'm posting here everywhere. So YouTube works well for me, LinkedIn is working pretty well, going pretty viral, and then Rednote or Xiaohongshu and Douyin, I have so many views there as well, Bilibili as well. And then X is going a bit slower, follow me on X by the way. Weibo is not working at all, I don't know why. So you can either check my social media, copy everything I do, you do as well, or join the school. I'm posting more details on prompts and everything how I'm doing here every day. So I think this is pretty much the way I'm using to get into the AI research field, just posting every day. Right now in Beijing here, I met already maybe 10 AI PhD students from top universities, but I need to be careful where I choose to work. I don't want I want to publish every day everything I do. If this is conflicting with the company, I don't want to cause problems for them, for me. So I need to be careful there. Maybe we even start our own kind of research lab. We publish everything we do because these people here really like that idea. Master students, researcher students, PhD students, they like that idea of publishing everything every day for open science. So we'll see if maybe we start our own lab or something. But more on that later, as I'm still figuring it out. So right now my goal every day is just to write these blog posts. I'm gonna build more of these coding projects. So right now I'm focusing on theory, but I'm gonna try to also building the code as well. That's a bit tougher. And usually you're not gonna be state of the art. You're not gonna invent the next best thing. So you should maybe, I'm figuring out, I'm trying to focus on just gaining new insights, scientific insights, and posting them on social media. I'm not trying to focus on beating Google's best architecture. I'm just trying to focus on gaining new insights. That's what you can do. So I think that's gonna be it for this video, and see you in the next one.